Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick little video on the dual SIM capabilities of the iPhone XS and XR. As you can see, I have Verizon and T-Mobile up there. The reason I'm doing this is because I was looking everywhere on YouTube for how to do this with two US carriers, and all I found was like people had dual SIM with their primary carrier and like GigSky, which is for like data. $30 a month or something. I guess it's good for like travel. I wanted to know if you could do it with two US carriers, and it is possible, but it just has to be unlocked. Your phone has to be unlocked. So you could do it with 10S, 10R, and the 10S Max. The way it works is that you have one physical SIM card in the SIM card slot, and the other one's a digital SIM or an eSIM. Except in China. China, you have two physical SIM cards, but here in the US, it's one digital, one physical. I have the T-Mobile SIM card is the physical SIM, and my digital SIM is Verizon. So you go to settings, and then you go to cellular, and add cellular plan. You click that, and it'll ask you to like scan a QR code. So your carrier will give you a QR code. Now I know T-Mobile only do the QR code for prepaid, so T-Mobile only has SIM cards for postpaid, like a plan. I mean, I don't know if they changed that, but when I was doing it, it was like that. Verizon has it for either, so that's why the Verizon I changed to a eSIM. It says primary and secondary here. And then up here, cellular data, I have it on primary. So right now it's using Verizon's LTE. All right, so cellular data is primary. That means my Verizon is right now the primary carrier, and T-Mobile's secondary. You write down a phone call, it says primary. You can change that and make a call from your secondary line. And the same thing when you start a text message. Say I want to text my cousin Lily, I can choose primary, or I can text her from my secondary number. By default, it's usually your primary. You can even set up primary or secondary for different contacts. So like, let's say you have like one for personal and one for work. You can have it that when you contact your family, it'll be your personal number. And when you contact like employees or clients, it'll be your secondary number. But I mostly use this. The reason I really wanted this was because by my house, Verizon's really good and T-Mobile's not that great. But by my job, T-Mobile's excellent and Verizon's kind of slow. And since I had both plans anyway, you guys probably know I had the iPhone XS for Verizon and the 10R for T-Mobile. I decided to just put both numbers in my 10S Max. Okay, so I just changed it so my cellular data is secondary now. See, it's changing up there. You can see on the top where it shows both signal bars, the top one and the bottom one. So if I swipe down, T-Mobile is now the default cellular carrier that I'm using. So I'm going to be using my T-Mobile data. So for anything like social media or internet, anything like that, it'll be T-Mobile's LTE. And then if I'm home, I switch it back to primary. The catch is that the phone has to be unlocked to do this. The phone has to be unlocked to use two different carriers. Let's say you get it for T-Mobile, you could have one T-Mobile plan SIM card and one prepaid. So like, let's say you still want two numbers. You don't have to have two carriers. You can have two numbers from the same carrier. So if you want one personal, one business, or one travel. Most people use this for travel. Like if they leave the United States and they don't want to get roaming charges, they buy, like I said, GigSky is one for like data overseas. You just pay like, I don't know, like $30 for a SIM card, and it gives you like a certain amount of gigs of data, so you don't have to use your plan and get charged roaming. So it comes out cheaper. Like I know for Verizon, if you go and you get the pass to go outside of the country, I think it's like $10 a day. So it adds up if you're there for a week instead of just buying one $30 SIM card from GigSky or something. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video because I was looking all over YouTube for somebody with two US carriers and I could not find anybody. So I figured since I figured it out, I'd post about it. So it is possible to have two US carriers. My iPhone XS Max is unlocked, so I have T-Mobile and Verizon. So when I'm home, Verizon works great. When I'm at work, I use T-Mobile. Also, one other thing I wanted to say, when you set it up, it asks you which one you want to be your main number for iMessage and FaceTime. So the second number, when anybody texts that number, it's going to be an SMS, so it'll be like the green bubble. And I don't think they can FaceTime you on that number. So that's another thing to keep in mind. All right, thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. And if I miss anything, I'll just answer you guys back. Peace.